If you are not showing up on Google Maps, you are invisible to 70% of potential customers searching for your services every single day. And most contractors and home service business owners have absolutely no idea why they are not showing up. So I'm going to break down the 3 main reasons that you are invisible on Google Maps and exactly how to fix every single one. Let's get right into it. So the first reason is that your Google Maps or your Google Business profile is just incomplete. You haven't put in all the details of your business. Your Google Business profile is the foundation, and most contractors think that they're good, but they're missing critical elements that Google uses to decide whether you will rank on Google Maps or not. The first one being your actual business name. So if you are able to, so let's say your business is called ABC Plumbing, what you can do is you can change the name to be ABC Plumbing Miami HVAC and Plumbing. What this will do is it'll help Google understand where you actually offer your service, or Miami, and what services you offer, such as HVAC and plumbing. This will give an immediate ranking boost for just a simple change. However, Google may revert your name back to ABC Plumbing after maybe a few weeks or even a few months. So to keep this permanent, what you need to do is you need to acquire a document from your government or your state. What you're looking to do is you're looking to get a doing business as license, or a DBA, with this exact naming and structure, so that you can appeal Google's decision and say, no, I actually have a document that says my company is this name. So that way you can keep this name forever and rank super high on Google Maps. Issue number 2 is they are not choosing the proper category on the Google Maps. So what you want to do to ensure that you have this done correctly is type in the name of your business on Google. What you then want to do is you want to search up the name of your business. You want to make sure you're logged into the right accounts, and then press on edit profile right here. And then you should see business category right here. So you'll see that there's one primary category right here, but there are other additional categories as well. So the additional categories don't affect the rating as much as the primary category. So if I offered a mobile tire, so if I search mobile tire change auto, which is the service I'm offering, you're going to see that the primary category of all of them is tire shop. So that means that I can't have my primary category be car repair maintenance service. I need to change this to be tire shop. And then now my primary category is synced up to what my competitors have. And this is going to be a huge unlock in getting you to ranking on Google Maps. You need to have your primary category set corrected. You want to also add in any additional category as well, but you want to make sure that your primary category is set correctly. The third one is service area definition. So you want to list every single zip code and neighborhood that you serve. The more specific means that the more you write in those areas. So if I go back to my Google Business profile, then I press on edit profile right here, and then you scroll down, you will see location and areas, and then you will see service area. So you want to make sure that in this section right here, you include as many areas as possible of where you actually offer your service. It's not as important as your physical address or your primary category, but it's still good to do to make sure that you tell Google exactly what you do. The biggest thing that you want to do, though, is you want to make sure that you do have a public address visible to customers and try to get your address verified. This is one of the biggest things to actually getting you shown up on Google Maps. What you also want to do is you want to upload high quality photos of your actual work, because people are going to check out your photos and stuff and just make a quick judgment whether you like it or not, because you do the exact same. So you want to have before and afters if you can. If you want to have photos of your team, trucks, of your completed projects, if you have like branded sweaters, you want to make sure that you have photos of that as well. Profiles with more photos get on average 35% more clicks, which is a huge deal. It can mean a lot more leads every single week and a lot more jobs and money in your bank account. So if I go to this, if I search mobile tire change auto, you're going to see that there's a lot of photos here. So I know inherently that this is a real business. So I know that they're not a scam, so I can trust them. You also want to add Google posts and updates. So you can post weekly about services, offers, completed projects, and this shows Google that your business is active. It's not the biggest ranking factor, but it just helps to show that you are alive. If you click on any Google business profile and then you scroll down, you'll see that these are the Google business posts right here. So you can see this one, they added schedule your tire service appointment with Quick Stop Tire, and it just has more information. So these are Google business profile posts. They just help with engagement. They just help fill out the whole profile, and maybe some people will click on it, but it's not the biggest ranking factor, but it's a good to have. To add a post to your Google Business profile, search up just the name of your business, make sure you're logged in again, and then you can press on this button right here that says posts, and then you can add in any post right here. If you want our team to audit your Google Map presence, we have helped businesses generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in new revenue within 5 months. We've generated over $12 million across all of our clients for home services by getting them to show up on Google Maps and on the first page of Google. So if you want to work with my team and eventually be a case study on our website, click on the first link in the description below. You're going to book a call with my team. We're going to see where you're standing, where your competitors are at, what's the plan for you to get from where you are to where your competitors are at so you can make more money. So book a call with my team today. Reason number 2 that you are not showing up on Google Maps is that your website does not match what your Google Map profile is saying. So if you offer many different services, let's say you are a home remodeler, so you do kitchens, bathrooms, home additions, basements. If you just have one generic services page and you just list your services there, instead of having a dedicated page for each service, Google is not going to favor your website at all. So what most contractors do is they just have one page that says services and they say, we do kitchens, bathrooms, home remodeling, and more. It's very generic content and there's no mention of any location. You just say you do kitchens. You don't even say what areas you do it in. You don't say what neighborhoods you do it in. What you should do is you need to make a dedicated page on your website for each service in each location. So if you do kitchen remodeling in Beverly Hills, you should make an entire page just talking about that. If you do kitchen remodeling in Santa Monica, you should make, again, an entire page just about that. So to fix this, what you need to do is you need to write down every single service that you offer, and you need to list that every single location or city that you serve, and then create like a matrix, kind of like a grid. So you have like your services at the top, and then you have your locations on the left. So you'll have like service A, location A, service A, location B. Now you have the list of every single page you need to make. You need to write around 800 to 1500 words on average, depending on your competition, for each single page that you've outlined. You want to make sure that in the title of the page, you write in like the specific service. So you want to make it very clear in the title of the page. You want to write bathroom remodeling Beverly Hills. You want to make sure that all the headings and the content all just talk about that main topic. If you have any photos of the actual work in the area, you want to add them in. And then at the bottom, you want to make sure you have FAQ sections, again, about that service and that area. And if you have any customer testimonials, you want to add them too. Here is the tool that we use. It's called Surfer SEO. And then this tool helps us figure out how much content we need to have on the website so that it actually shows up. So if I want to rank for Las Vegas landscaping, you see I need to have around 1400 to 1600 words. It's also going to tell me here all the different terms that I need to include in my content based on my competitors so that I can actually rank for this keyword. And you'll notice that as I type in any content, that my score is eventually going to go up. And this is how I'm going to make sure my content actually ranks. The top websites have a 74, so I want to make sure that I am at least at 74 to rank. Once you made all those pages, you need to make sure that they are all linked together so that someone can navigate and click into each and every page. So the easiest way to do this is to just include it in your menu. So this company right here, John the Plumber, if you hover over any of their menu, you'll see that includes every single service that they include. So they do this on purpose to ensure that every single page is linked so that Google can navigate and actually find your pages. If no one can click into all the pages that you made and you can't find it yourself just by clicking around, then Google won't be able to find it either. And if Google can't find the pages, then they won't rank it. The third reason that you are not showing up on Google Maps is you have 0 backlinks. So this is actually the secret weapon that is separating businesses stuck on page 2 from those that are dominating on page 1 of the Google Maps. A backlink is essentially any website that links out to your website. Think of it as other websites are vouching for your website. If you have more websites that vouch for your business, then your business seems more trustworthy. The more trustworthy your business is to Google, the higher it's going to rank it on Google Maps. So the easiest way to get trusted entities to link out to your website is to look locally. So there is probably local organizations that you are connected to. So this could be the Chamber of Commerce, any like clubs, any youth sports. You'll notice that a lot of these websites have links to either their sponsors, their donors, or, for Chamber of Commerce, they list out all their members. And when they list out all their members, they actually have a link to the business's website. So whenever you can pay for a link, this will matter a lot in getting you to rank higher on Google Maps. You can also look for any nonprofits, any industry associations. So if you're part of the Home Builders Association in Houston or Dallas, you can pay to get yourself featured there. They will add a link to your website, getting you to be shown higher on Google. What you also want to do is you want to submit to any local directory. So this includes like Bing, Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, Chamber directory. You want to make sure that you're on all of these different directories so that you can again rank higher and that Google sees that you are a trusted business. You are on all these directories. So you must be a legit business. If you must be a legit business, it's going to trust you and again, rank you up higher. If you can find any local blogs or news sites in your industry, what you want to do is you want to offer a few $100s so that you can actually get sponsored on their website. A lot of these websites will take money and then they will feature you through like a news post or any blog article. They will link out to your website so that people will, one, click into it and actually know about you. But two, again, it's another trust factor that Google will see. And then the last one is you have any partner or vendor links. So if you have any relationships with suppliers, contractors, professional services, maybe you can ask them to feature you as one of their partners on their website. And then when someone clicks on your logo, it again takes the user to your website. This is again another link to your website, which will help you a lot on showing up higher on Google Maps. Most of these guys will do it for free if you have a good relationship with them. So again, it's super critical in 2026 and in every single year after that you rank number one on Google Maps. If you're not ranking on Google Maps, you are probably losing out on minimum $120,000 every single month in monthly revenue, and it depends on your service and on your city. Every month you wait is another month that they are literally stealing your revenue. So if you want to rank number one on Google Maps and you want to book a call with my team, use the first link in the description. We will audit your entire online presence on Google and show you exactly what's holding you back and what is required to have you showing up number one on Google Maps. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will answer them, and I will see you guys in the next video.